Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. I am here to do an energy report and an energy reading for today's crazy energy. Today is the 12th, and it is a big astrological day. I don't know what all the planets are doing, but I am feeling it. So I felt called to pull a page from my favorite book, Heart Thoughts by Louise Hay, and we're going to pull some cards to see what the energy is like for today and for the upcoming week or the end of this week. So let's start off this bad boy, yeah? All right. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please bless this space. Please bring us the messages we need to hear today. Put your white light around me and my table and my cards and my viewers. Allow us to be open to receiving all that you have for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. I deserve good in my life. Sometimes when our inner messages are telling us that we are not allowed to be happy, or when we create good things in our lives and haven't changed those early messages, we will do something to thwart our happiness. When we don't believe that we deserve good, we will knock the pinnings out from under us. Sometimes we hurt ourselves or have physical problems like falling or have accidents. We have to start believing that we deserve all the good life has to offer. And the quote on the side says, "Some of the things we believe were never true. They were someone else's fears. Give yourself a chance to examine your thoughts. Change those that are negative. You are worth it." And this has a lot to do with our subconscious. So for those of you out there who just innately always think of the worst case scenario, that's natural. You know, maybe you grew up with somebody that was very, very fearful in your life, and maybe you inherited those thought patterns, or maybe you were just born that way. But your mission now is to witness it and to see it and say, no, I don't want to always expect the bad. It's okay to have the passing thought. Like every time I drive across a bridge, I'm always like, oh no, what if I lose control of my hands and just swerve and turn off the bridge? That thought is always in Michelle's mind. But in the moment, I say, no, that's silly. It's just a passing thought. But until you get spiritually strong and connected to something, you can't really control that thought. It runs you and you start to believe it, and then you start to feel it, and then you actually attract small little incidents that confirm what you were thinking was going to happen. So you're attracting it. You're making it worse than it needs to be. So your mission is to become aware, become the observer of your thoughts, and say, no, I'm not going to choose to listen to that, because now I know that my thoughts create my reality, and I no longer want to create this self-sabotage mentality, or just, I don't want to participate in the self-sabotaging. And I was just telling a friend about this the other day, about how when we get good things in our lives, if we innately don't think we're worthy of it, we will self-sabotage. There was a book I was reading called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, and he talked about how there's a couple that just got married, right? It's like they're on the biggest high of their life and they're feeling so good. And then they go and like they make out, and then they have sex out in nature. I think they were like camping or something, but they did it all like on the ground with the leaves, and they were just like so raw and just really passionate. Well, they both woke up with poison ivy everywhere. And that's a case of subconsciously they made the choice to make love in nature, in not a safe spot, because they were just subconsciously moving and making decisions that they ruined their honeymoon by having poison ivy. So you might think that's just a coincidence, but in the book, he teaches about how that's our subconscious self-sabotaging us. It's our deep-rooted fear that we're not worthy of this great partnership, this great new marriage. So we have to sabotage it and make something go wrong. But we can stop that. And that's why I read that book, because I was like, I do not want to do that in my life. And I do not want to have a partner that does that. You know, I'm going to educate myself for both of us so that I can prevent those things from happening, so that we can have all the good in our life. And we're not going to stop. I think he used, or she used the word thwart. That's such a funny word. THWART, to stop our happiness. And it's funny because the card of the day for me that I posted on my Instagram was this. It says, happiness is my birthright. So I have that and it's staring at me on my table. And I feel like that's the truth. I think this week, the energy, clearly, our guides and angels are telling us by having us pull that page is we're allowed to receive the good. So you might be receiving a lot of good this week, and be ready for it and hold on to it and know that you're worthy of it and feel good when it arrives. Don't push it away. Don't think it's too good to be true. Okay. I've had a couple friends who had a magical week last week. They had like 4 out of the 7 days or 5 out of the 7 days where they received manifestations each day. So they received like 4 or 5 different manifestations in 1 week. It is happening for other people, so it can happen to you. So keep the faith. All right, I'm being guided to pull a card from the deck that I created. It's called the Ever Unfolding Heart. It's available at the link below in my description box. Thank you, universe. Of course, we got the dolphin card. The dolphin is all about a blessing on the way. You are a healer. You are here to help the planet. It is crucial for you to be in your joy as often as you can. Your light heals. So in every other deck, the dolphin means a blessing is on the way. And I wrote this deck, and I wanted you to realize that when you get the dolphin card, it's saying that you're meant for more. You're not meant to just, go through your day, work, make money, come home, cook a meal, watch TV, go to bed, and repeat. You're here to inspire. You're here to leave a mark. And you're waking up to this idea, and you're kind of like, well, if I'm a healer, what am I supposed to be doing? It will unfold perfectly, but maybe that's your manifestation that's going to arrive this week. Maybe you're going to be opened up to what it is that your soul came here to do. So open up your eyes, open up your ears, open up your heart, and be ready to receive that. And then you have, is there a decision you are needing to make? Sit in silence and ask yourself to be open to receiving the answer. It will come when you least expect it. It will be a gentle whisper from your heart. Okay, so we have a decision that you might need to make, and then something involving a blessing on the way, and that you're a healer. All right, we're going to do an animal card. Universe, what is the message for this week with this high energy day today? Make sure you guys are manifesting today. Make sure you're journaling. Today's a super, super high energy day, and it's great for putting all your desires down on paper and dream big. If you want financial freedom, if you want to have a job where you're only working a few hours a day, write it down. We did not just get the abundance card. We just got the abundance card, you guys. Koi carp, move with the flow of abundance around and through you. Thank you, universe, for confirming that. And we have the starfish, intuition, listen to your soul's truth, think less, feel more. Get out of your logical mind. Stop worrying about how your manifestations are going to arrive. Stop worrying about controlling them. Stop worrying about your current situations. Think less and feel more. So I teach in my manifesting videos that the key to manifesting, the one thing you need to know is you have to feel good. If you are not in a space where you feel good, you are immediately blocking anything good that's coming your way. But once you get into this trust and this faith that you're feeling good and you're like, all right, I'm in alignment with the universe sees me loving myself. It sees me being a good person. It sees my gratitude. That's when you open yourself up to more money. Okay. All right, let's get some more cards. What do we want? What do we want? All right, we're going to use my Gateway Oracle deck. Thank you. It says, looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. I think this is part of your healing gifts, who you are and what you came here to do. Look at all those crystals. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Being guided to pull another one. Thank you. Wow, starting fresh. We have the yin yang card. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. This is love. New partnerships. the balance of the dark and the light, the sun and the moon. So looking deeper into yourself and asking yourself, what kind of partnership do you want to attract? Who do you want to be in that partnership? How do you want to feel? Like, what do you want? That's the biggest question we can ask ourselves when manifesting is take inventory of our lives. What don't I like and what do I want? And just write down what you want. And that's all you have to do. And just see what the universe does with it. See how it brings it to you. Or maybe you've already gotten these manifestations arriving and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even write these down, but I've been thinking about it my whole life that I wondered if this was out there and it's now in front of me and I'm going to ruin it because I don't believe it or I'm self-sabotaging. You're allowed to have it. You're allowed to have this abundance and love and joy and peace and happiness. You have to let it in. And you have to be willing to have, and with the yin yang, I did a session yesterday with a beautiful woman who was really sad about a partnership. You know, she met the person of her dreams and she just was terrified to take the leap into it. So she didn't. And now it's like a year later and she's just has so much regret and she's beating herself up and she wished she did things differently. So I'm sharing this because I think somebody out there watching right now, if you're scared to take a leap, just do it. You do not want to live in regret. You do not want to be a year later going, oh my gosh, I had the most wonderful thing in front of me and I didn't do it. And I didn't think I was worthy of it. You are. And that's what this energy and this reading is all about, is you are worthy of having it all. So you have to just let it in. Stop blocking it. Your intuition, the starfish card, your intuition is guiding you. It says, listen to your soul's truth. What feels good to you? And whatever fears you have around it, whether it's around money or your job or your love, allow the fear to be there. Allow it. Talk about it with your partner. Talk about it with your family and friends. You know, just get it out of your body. You're going to have the negative thoughts, like me driving across the bridge thinking, am I going to drive my car off the bridge? Like, how silly is that? But I bet all of you have had the same thought, right? We're human. Our mind creates stories. Your mind is going to create a story about why you shouldn't have the desires that you deserve. Start paying attention to them and start unlearning them. Start changing and flipping the script in your mind to something different. That's the old way of being. We're living in 2022 where we are magical beings and we can create our reality with our thoughts. So if you want to stay in a life where you are restricted and stuck and not receiving your desires, and that's because you're choosing to think that way. You do not blame your external circumstances because your internal way of being is attracting that to you. So you have to take responsibility for you and know that for the rest of your life, whatever is happening, it's because of you. And I take full responsibility in my life. Every time something bad happens or something good happens, I'm like, oh, I attracted that. Or, oh, I attracted that. Let's not do that again. Everything is our responsibility. We can no longer blame anybody else. Okay. And I know that's hard to hear. But now that you know better, you can do better. All right, let's finish this reading with one card. Let's do my prayer card, Tosha Silver's prayer deck. Change me prayers. Ambition. May I offer all of my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. Invite a divine plan. That's manifesting. You're inviting the universe and God into your life to change it. You're saying, hey, this is what I don't like. Can you please change this for me? And you're inviting them. You're opening the door and saying, okay, I'm willing. I'll be flexible. I'll just be in the boat. You drive the boat. Take me where I'm supposed to go. That will make me my happiest self. And have that ambition to call it in and then keep it when it arrives. You're starting fresh. Get excited. This week sounds pretty incredible. I feel like I just prepared somebody to receive a really big manifestation, whether it's love, money, whatever. Be open, allow it to be there, and don't worry about the next steps that it takes to continue with it, right? You just take it day by day. You wake up and you choose yourself, you choose your joy, you nurture the relationships around you, you nurture your bank account, you nurture your home, you clean your car, you do all the things that make you feel good. And that's all you have to do. And the universe takes care of everything else. It'll bring the job to you. It'll bring the person. It'll bring the money. You just focus on being healthy in your body and in your day-to-day life, and the universe takes care of the rest. All right, lovies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Comment below and let me know if you've received any manifestations either today, tomorrow, the next day, whenever. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.